picked up your phone 40, 50, maybe 80 times today? Not because you needed it, because some part of you couldn't not. This isn't a new problem. It's a 2,500-year-old problem, wearing a new mask. The Buddha didn't have a smartphone, but he had a precise word for what's happening to you every time you unlock that screen. Tana, usually translated as craving or thirst. Not the ordinary wanting of food for a hungry person. Tana is different. It's the itch that returns the moment it's scratched. You check the phone, you get a small hit of novelty or connection, and within minutes, the itch is back, and if anything, it's bigger. The Buddhist insight isn't that pleasure is bad, it's that pleasure built on craving can never actually finish. There's no bottom to it. You are never going to check your phone the right number of times and feel satisfied. The structure of craving doesn't allow for satisfaction, it only allows for more craving. That's not a failure of willpower, that's the mechanism working exactly as designed by you and by the people who built the apps. Here's what makes this moment different from anything the Buddha was describing. He was diagnosing a feature of the human mind. What we're living with now is the same feature, deliberately amplified by systems built to exploit it. Every notification, every red dot, every autoplay is engineered around the same insight the Buddha had, except instead of teaching people to see the craving and step back from it, modern design teaches the craving to get louder. So when you feel like you have less self control than previous generations, that's not really true. You're fighting the same ancient impulse, except now it has algorithms and a research budget. Stoics add something useful here too. Some things are up to us and some things are not. Your phone's design is not up to you. Whether you're picking it up at this exact moment, that still is. That's a small space, but it's the only space that was ever yours to work with, and it's still there, unclaimed, every single time your hand moves towards the phone. Neither tradition suggests white knuckling your way through willpower alone. They suggest something quieter, noticing. Buddhist practice calls this observing the craving without immediately obeying it. Not suppressing it, not shaming yourself for having it, just a half second of watching the impulse rise before your hand moves. That half second is where the actual choice lives. Everything before it is automatic, everything after is a decision. Try this. The next time you feel the pull to check your phone with no real reason, pause and name what's happening. This is craving. It will pass whether I check or not. Then wait 10 seconds. Not forever, just 10 seconds. Most of the time, the itch fades on its own because that's what cravings do when they're not fed. The Buddha wasn't warning you about your phones. He was describing a pattern in the mind that phones happen to be exceptionally good at triggering. Once you can see the pattern, you're no longer just reacting to it, you're watching it. And that's the first place any of this starts to change. If any of this was useful, consider subscribing for more on how old ideas hold up against modern problems.